Good morning, viewers. Welcome to ST Money's Morning News, your weekday business news channel. This Tuesday morning, December 3, 2024, and I'm your host, Sunil Thakker, or Sunny Talks Money. Let's roll. A rally in the world's largest technology companies drove stocks to fresh all-time highs. The S&P 500 and the Nasdaq Composite climbed to new records on Monday, kicking off the first trading session of December on a high note after November's hot streak. The Dow was down slightly on the day. The Nasdaq and the 500 and S&P 500 ended higher, boosted by tech-related shares after the market posted a strong November, with Wall Street traders bracing for a barrage of economic data and remarks from Federal Reserve speakers that will help shape the outlook for interest rates. The gains came after investors passed a batch of freshly released economic data. The Institute for Supply Management's Purchase Managers Index of Manufacturing Activity showed continued weakness in factory demand last month. The final reading of the S&P Manufacturing Survey was revised upwards to 49.7 compared to the previous reading of 48.8. Spending on construction projects hit a record high level of $2.17 trillion in October, the Commerce Department said. The S&P 500 and the Dow Jones Industrial Average both ended last week at records, capping November as the best month of the year. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 128 points or 0.29% to 44,782. The S&P 500 gained 14 points or 0.24% to 6,047, and the Nasdaq Composite gained 185 points or 0.97% to 19,403. The technology, communication services, and the consumer discretionary sectors each rose roughly 1% on Monday, while other segments were lower. Tesla shares advanced, with Stifel raising its price target on the stock. While Tesla Incorporated led the gains in mega caps, Apple Incorporated hit a fresh peak. Supermicro surged after the artificial intelligence server maker began its search for a new finance chief based on recommendations made by a special committee formed to review the company's accounting practices. Shares in Supermicro surged 29%. Intel shares slid 0.5% after the chip maker said chief executive Pat Gelsinger had retired and left the board. Meanwhile, President-elect Donald Trump's fresh tariff threats over the weekend are stirring currency markets. The US dollar strengthened after Trump said he would impose 100% tariffs on countries that try to replace the greenback as the world's reserve currency. Some investors are bracing for volatility at the end of this week when the Labor Department releases jobs data for November. The report will be the last before the Federal Reserve's next interest rate decision and could be distorted by the impact of hurricanes and strikes. In other Monday's market action, the 10-year US Treasury yields ticked slightly higher to settle at 4.193%, snapping a two-day streak of falling yields. Bitcoin settled near $96,000 below Friday's price. In commodities, West Texas Intermediate crude was little changed. Spot gold fell 0.2% to $2,637 an ounce. Key events this week: Fed's Adriana Kugler and Austin Goolsbee speak on Tuesday. U.S. factory orders, U.S. durable goods, Fed's Jerome Powell and Alberto Mussolini, and Fed's Beige Book all on Wednesday, and the U.S. initial jobless claims on Thursday, U.S. jobs report, consumer sentiment on Friday. That's it for today, folks. I will see you tomorrow morning. In the meantime, let us know in the comment section what are your thoughts for the market. Happy investing, stay inspired, and remember, it is all about money.